Once upon a time, eras una vez, I was in my cozy corner at home, and guess what I found? An old dusty book full of promises of adventures that could whisk me away to unknown places. The first pages of the book, it was like cracking a secret code. The squiggles on the page, they magically transformed into words, and before I knew it, my imagination was running wild with vivid images of tales and other amazing things. Familiar feeling, isn't it? I remember the heart-flipping excitement of reading the sentence by the first time. The sound of the pages turning, the gentle weight of the book in your hands, and that nostalgic smell. That it was like a mix of dreams and tales. That scent, it was like a getaway to magic lands of dragons, brave knights, and mysterious forests. While I was sat there, lost in the magic of tales, my mind drifted to a friend of mine, a vibrant young girl named Maria. Picture her, raven black hair, eyes full of dreams and wonder, and with a spirit that no matter the challenge, she never dims. Much like me, she loved reading. She had a passion for the magic of books and the searching of knowledge. She had too a cherished book passed down from her grandmother. But for Maria, each page wasn't an adventure. It was a battlefield, una batalla. I'm going to tell you why. Because the words, they seemed to play tricks on her, like dancing and jumbling as to a song that she couldn't hear. Once, and there is another layer to this challenge. That cherished book of hers, it was in English. Not the language, not the first lullaby sung to her. So imagine how Maria was facing this reading. Much like me, she was full for her passion for reading books and a determination to conquer her own Everest. Did you know that dyslexia, a neurobiological learning disability impacting reading and spelling, among others, affects between 5 to 10% of the world population? Yet, understanding is limited, especially when we consider multilingual students. As an expert in the intersections of dyslexia and bilingual education, I witness how our current system, many times, fails to our students like Maria due to a lack of studies on the subject and insufficient reports. According to the DSM-5, published in 2013, dyslexia is a neurobiological learning disability, a condition that impacts individuals' skills, life skills. Widely is known its impact on reading and spelling, but its influences goes beyond these areas. For instance, it can influence a person's ability to comprehend complex instructions, hinder organizational skills, and even impact your self-confidence. Imagine Maria. She faces not only reading struggles, but a hit to her self-esteem, to her self-confidence. It's very important for us to understand the complexity of dyslexia. Dyslexia is like a multifaceted puzzle, with each piece representing a live person's skills. That's why it's crucial to understand this complexity to provide students like Maria with a rigorous and efficient intervention. Let's delve into eye-opening statistics. According to the National Center for Education Statistics, there are approximately 5 million students in the United States who speak other languages than English at home. So if we do the math, we are talking about potentially 500,000 to 1 million students approximately who could be affected by dyslexia. Furthermore, according to the US Census Bureau's 2021 American Community Survey reveals that about 15% of K-12 students nationwide speak Spanish at home. And now if we consider states with high Hispanic population like Texas and California, this number goes over 26%. So this result, this score, they're highlighting this pressing need to address these students' needs. Each child has their unique characteristics, like a mosaic, a full mosaic of cultural backgrounds, language, and experiences. But many times, the world of public education fails to see this rich tapestry and usually funnel it through a single lens, the English-centric approach. And this is not only about teaching English to students who speak other languages. Imagine Maria and countless students like her. In the bilingual classroom, they are not only decoding the lesson through the prism of other languages, but for dyslexia. I'm talking about other languages because dyslexia, only a student with mastering one language with dyslexia is really tough. Imagine adding a second language learning with its unique sounds and rules. Let's take, for example, English and Spanish, my first language. The two of them might seem very similar, thanks to the same alphabet and many numerous cognates. But if we scratch the surface, the disparities come to light. The rhythm, the intonation, the cultural idiosyncrasies embedded in each word, the pronunciation rules vary significantly. Let's start with the letter A. In English, depending on its position in a syllable, it's going to have a different pronunciation. However, in Spanish, A, regardless of its position, is going to be always A. And this is regarding linguistic transparency of languages. So, what do we have to do now? Because we are so proud ourselves of these great things that we are doing on social justice, and especially in bilingual education. We're proud ourselves of making a stride of adding translanguaging, where our students can navigate in two languages, enriching their linguistic repertoire in English and Spanish, and their cognitive skills. But many times, we blindfold ourselves when we have students, bilingual students like Maria and many others, with learning disabilities. And what's most striking is assessment. Imagine being evaluated in a language that is not the one of your dreams, comfort, and lullabies. Imagine being evaluated in a language that you are still learning. And what's more disheartening, when reading disabilities concerns of reading disabilities come to light, the diagnostic tools used are again in English, devoid of any linguistic and cultural sensitivity. So what can we do, every one of us, as a community? We need to rewrite this story. And the recommendation that the literature and the practice is going to offer to the community is a three-pronged approach. First, research and awareness. We need to delve into the nuances of bilingual education and go deeper in understanding the learning disabilities within bilingual populations. Because Maria and countless others, they deserve a high-quality education like many others. Second, education and training. Educators, they need resources. They need trainings to discern the differences between language acquisition, learning challenges, and learning disabilities. And third, family involvement. Families need to be engaged in the conversation. Families need to be integrated in this part of the educational journey with their insights and concerns, because it's going to make this educational journey more holistic and effective. There are many ways to help Maria. Let's try this. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine that Maria is standing in front of you. What can you do to help her? How might you help her conquer dyslexia and unlock the magic of reading? Every one of us, we have the power to be the support system of Maria and many others like her. It's the onus on us to rewrite this story with a happy ending in the educational journey to every Maria, where each one of them not only thrives, but shines. Once upon a time, there was a bilingual student with dyslexia happy in her bilingual classroom. And she lived happily ever after. Colorín colorado, este cuento acabado. Thank you.